Hey all this Aussies, welcome to part 6 of the lowest level possible challenge, and yeah, so I'm now actually running with the number 6 in volume, which is normally the volume that I record this at, but there was some parts on the older TV where I did with 7 in volume as well and stuff like that, but yeah, so I mean, things have looked different in these videos, definitely, and stuff that I've definitely noticed that it looks different. Keep in mind, this television is from 2024, this television and stuff that, so, because we were able to find like a TV that like was price reduced by a lot, so we had to order it they sent it from Denmark, I believe, and stuff that, so it was a really, really good site that had this price reduced by a lot and stuff that, because this is a really good LG model. It's not like the absolute latest model, but it's the model below that. I think it's the G5, I think it is, and G6 is the latest model, I think it is. And stuff that, so yes, it is really, really damn good. The previous television, by the way, that I had was an LG OLED as well. That one was a 2016 model, so you have to realize that, yeah, that model I was kind of grandfathered for my parents and stuff that I got, because it was the TV we had downstairs earlier and stuff that TV was the one that I took over when they got a newer one downstairs, basically, and stuff that, so yeah. And that was the one that had like the green burn-in and stuff that, so yes. Anyway, we continue. We left off here on the lowest level possible challenge, so we're about 4 hours, 8 minutes EGT, in-game time, so far, so yes. So, yes, we're probably going to be, we do have a guard source and a mine source. I forgot if we got the guard source from the actual, from a certain specific fight here, right, we probably don't need steel for the encounter, technically, right? We don't have any grenades left, of course, obviously, so, I mean, we could spread it more out here, the stuff that we want to have, actually, let's put her with, nah, she has so low health, actually, so Shokamog, heal, I would really like to slap long range of someone used to have it here, because this boss is not going to have an enemy skill. The question is, can we rest here? I believe this doesn't work like an inn yet, right? Like you cannot choose to sleep here yet. Nope. We do have a tent though, actually, that we could use up. Do we need to though? How much is our MP is pretty good. The MP on Barrett is pretty bad though. Because the thing, right, the main problem will be the fact that we cannot do shit with Barrett, really, in terms of casting spells, right? Because, yes, we can cast Shokamog, but after that we cannot do really anything with Barrett. And stuff like that, because lightning is on Claude. But we could actually get grenades here. Let's not do that. Okay, let's tent outside. Here, let's tent outside. Because we can. I'm keeping all the guard sources and mine sources though for now, at least. We can sell metal knuckle, of course. It's something we can do. But it's surprisingly dark here. But it should still be the same settings. Like, I don't think I've changed anything or whatever, because yeah, it might just be that this is not, because it's not full, the HDR mode, it doesn't go to the HDR mode here. So that might be why. So yeah, so we're using the characters that are of course lowest level, but we will always be using Arid whenever possible, because Arid's level in the end won't matter and stuff that. So yeah, so she's level 10, but she needs 402, he needs 455, and of course Shana Food. We probably won't get to use Shana Food very much at all. Instead of that, just, so yeah. Just save here before. We are eventually going to start using more save files here and stuff that, because, there are some I mean, technically, there could be some soft lock scenarios that could happen and stuff like that, because the first real big change I feel was in the Rufus fight, the fact that we didn't kill Dark Nation, because normally killing Dark Nation, it was gives you the guard source and stuff like that. So we did that, of course. But also the fact that we are going to be using Aerith for the most part and stuff like that, you know. And after losing Aerith, because Aerith will probably end up being pretty high level eventually and stuff like that, and that's going to be a big deal, by the way. So, yeah. Be careful, Miss Dolphin here. Hold on, we're coming. I'm coming. Choke mode, and then we bio. Makes sense. So många really does have a chance to actually stop it here. Bio. First try, that's how we do it, boys. Bottom as well, and yeah, you cannot quake it, I believe. We have nothing here really we can use. I want to try and quake it though here and just see if we can actually put quake or not here. Nope. But he might hit, because he has long range, correct? And I'm just checking so I cannot hit with Barret. Yeah, she can actually hit here. 58 damage. Can't reach. Okay, just gonna do that soon. Oh, Moonstruck, hell yeah! He can Moonstruck us. Actually, that extra 56 damage is actually pretty nice, not gonna lie. That's gonna do a lot of damage though, because it's Atomic Scissors, and the same thing with Braver here, it's gonna do a lot. We have to do that, we have to target it specifically here. I say, yeah, I could have been smarter here and just got a bunch of grenades and stuff like that, but you know. Big wave that's gonna give us a bit quick, I think, here. Getting wind. Let's actually try ice for once here, actually. I figured the dice was going to do pretty decent damage. I'm just checking the elements here, you saw I don't have something wrong here. Can we actually... He's dead, actually. I think that will count as everyone being alive there, hopefully. Yes. We get power is the cause here. You don't think she's dead? Young man, CPR now. Yes, okay, fine. I'm gonna see if I remember the time here, actually. Ah, okay. Because it's really annoying. I don't need know technically if you need to get it to the absolute highest there and stuff that or not. That was not the highest, but yeah. Because I think it was changed in this version, because there is supposed to be that you can go even higher with it and stuff like that, you know. Because you see that it's not touching the very top there. On the actual original game, you could actually touch that very top of it there and stuff that, you know, still get it and stuff that. And I don't know if it's programmed wrong here, that it basically it jumps down to the bottom there too quickly. It's supposed to go one more step up there instead. And stuff that, because the maximum value here is not what the real maximum value is supposed to be. That would mean that this would be the maximum. And that is not the maximum, it's not touching the top there. It's meant to be able to touch the top there. Yeah, obviously that is in the PAL version, you were able to actually touch the top. But that might have been because the PAL version is running slower, so it's racing slower or whatever. Because so yeah, it's bullshit that we wasted 2 turns there by overlapping basically and stuff that. That's gonna take extra long now and stuff that. Like, this is the most. You have to realize how annoying this was back in the day and stuff that, especially if you like, you know. Because if there were a trick, for example, that you stake it to the middle every single time and stuff like that, you don't need to take a super deep breath or whatever, right? You know, or that you could just spam it at the very bottom, like you spam it a bunch of times, you know. Yeah, we didn't. Let's actually power rest here. Yeah, so let's sell the. We did already sell that. I got those mines, so sell those. I'm really thinking about getting grenades here, but here's the thing, right? If we don't get grenades, how much is it for Phoenix Downs? By the way, are they 100 each? They're 300. So getting 10 would be 3,000. But I mean, we can get revive material soon here and stuff that, which is going to be important, you know. This is part 6, by the way. I don't remember if I said that or not, but yeah. Yeah, so the question is Barrett higher than Tifa now at this point? I think he might be, but keep in mind that Tifa will have gotten XP also for this fight as well. Let's rest. Claude remembers certain things here and stuff like that, yeah. The thing that I found weird about the PlayStation 5 is that these top layers basically like melting. Or something like that, or that it's losing stuff for some reason. I don't know if it is that it gets that warm, but maybe it's just because you like a lot of consoles, they don't think, you know, because they have a black part on the console, and that console gets very hot, and you say, oh, don't have it in direct sunlight. But then it's very easy for it to get into sunlight, especially when you have it behind like a fucking, like there's a window behind there and stuff like that. And even if I have the sun protection screen in, you know, you cannot always have it down 24/7, the sun protection screen. Yeah, so just remove that. We just go in here, remove all the materials. So there is one material that's very close, but that's because that's red 13. Same thing with the fire there is very close as well here, because they all have the same here and stuff that's, yeah, you know. Yeah. So of course we are not going to be able to recruit. We're not going to be able to recruit. We're not going to be able to recruit. Of course, Yuffie and stuff that because Yuffie requires us to do encounters. And there are going to be some special things that we're not going to get to do in this that I don't think you do during the speedrun. For example, during the train section, we of course don't want to do any of those encounters and stuff that. This also means, of course, no like for side questing, meaning low Leviathan materia. This also should mean that we shouldn't be able to get Alexander either because we cannot do that, you know. Although we probably want a farm, we want to go left twice in the snowboarding section just so we can get the, so we will be able to get the thing. But Mr. Dolphin, is it with the X button or was it with the square button when you raise the rifle? Because they are saying like the square button, but that's wrong. That looks like a Shinra soldier. It's not to say something special now if you're going here. Alright. I thought there was something you could loot up here, but not really. I think that's supposed to be actually a world map or something like that. Nah, not really. Fucking big ass. Fucking fireplace, man. And they have Shiva, of course. So you get Shiva here. Shiva is a big step up, of course, because Shokamogus. But Shokamogus is not really a joke materia, I don't feel like, because Shokamogus is still very useful. Because yes, if you equip that with added effect on your weapon, you can stop enemies. It's actually pretty funny here. So could we record lengthy today? Maybe we could. No, okay. So, and then you once, and then it once. And it looked like you would be electrocuted over there because you can see that the water is sparkly there and stuff to that. So yeah, you know, yeah, jump to the top of that part there and stuff like that. But yeah, because you can see where you climb down here, for example, where this is located here and stuff like that. You know, so when they need to escape, they could have like escaped it. But you see, that's where the actual bridge is. The bridge is on the lower part and not on the top of it and stuff like that. Like the bridge said that it's like last in and stuff like that, you know. You can see it, right? You come from here basically. But you climbed up over here where this thing is of course. So, yeah, you know. Just pointing that out, right? You know. And of course, we're probably gonna fail all the huge material quests on purpose and stuff like that because now with the boat, of course, you don't need to fail the boat section at all and stuff like that because that's gonna waste time and it doesn't give you any particular XP either and stuff like that. But you know. You still dressed like that? Come on! Today's the big day. Because why does he have memories of using like this uniform, right? If he was like in soldier and stuff like that, you know, because you don't go from being a military police into becoming like a soldier. You either go to soldier or you become a military police. Pretty much, you know. Quietly, hey, come on now. The Rufus General. You almost time don't disgrace yourself. keep in mind, yes, we're going to be able to use force stealer and stuff that, but yeah, it is a bit weird. Maybe I should have looked in the settings on television again and stuff that, maybe you can. So I think I have it in the brightest mode possible and stuff that, Rather you don't have access to PHSL calls, obviously. And that is to highlight the cost that the fucking cabin is massive. You get to see, and it's funny, right, when it zooms out here, that you can see that it's kind of designed after the Shinra building in the top there, and then you can see the Havan looking very, very tiny there. But you can also see the town under there, because those bright lights under there are basically where the town is located and stuff like that. Realize how massive it is there and stuff like that. Shinra is not messing around. You gotta go first and what's closer and do a side, you rookie. Jump, sneak in, back of opening. And he doesn't even do it. Blah blah television, TV, television. Start marching. Strong. Okay. You don't want to go too far back here, you just want to go pretty much straight forward here. One. Which button is it? Yeah, the X button, it wasn't working there at all. Yeah, I mean, we got a grenade. Yeah, that's the absolute worst thing, that should just be an instant reload, but I was hitting the X button there, but sometimes it is that you aren't in the correct position. There is supposed to be a way that you can just get into the correct position immediately. Stop that stupid horse laugh. See if there's any overlapping boxes shenanigans here. Okay, so he hits what direction first? Boom, nope. Man in black hair. He showed up. X triangle, square, circle, left turn, right turn, cross, triangle, square, circle, left turn, right turn. Oh god, and keep in mind, when they say left turn, they don't mean from where you are facing. You always press the left button on the D-pad or the left button on the analog stick. Show me your best move. And he does none. And by the way, these are the people that are also on the submarine and stuff that, you know, which is actually pretty funny that they link back to that, you know, and stuff that, you know. Because of course, the more we quote unquote save up now, the more Molotovs we can quote unquote afford and stuff that, you know. Yeah, we only get one. We do have an easy though, we can say we do have a potion we can sell as well. And there's a lot of use stuff here we could sell if necessary. So we don't have seal yet. Let's get a revive. Yeah, so seal is silence, and what is it? Silence and sleep is seal, correct? I think it's silence, because that is, yeah, this is where life is. Life and life 2. So that was expensive, of course. I forgot which weapons are here. Yeah, this is where you have that, and you can get the diamond pin already, so you can have the diamond pin over here, for example. And then boomerang is in the same class of weapons, basically, as all of this stuff here. Well, soldier, welcome. Yeah, we can get more tranquilizers here if we need to. We can cure silence, we can cure darkness, we can cure poison here. And here we go get some stuff here. 135 soldier, mind source, luck source. Power source, arc source, source. Yes, if you don't use the sources, you can sell them and stuff that, and they are pretty decent way to get money, as I said, you know. So there is no sources here, but we wanna enter here, of course. Just the second enemy skill material, and of course we don't have any enemy skills yet because we cannot at this point. Because of the fact, you know, that yeah, we cannot take any like we can get into encounters, of course, and escape, and we can quote unquote steal stuff, but we can only get enemy skills from bosses that have enemy skills, pretty much. So Trine, that means that Trine will be the first one. I'm pretty certain that Trine will be the first one that we can get. Right, and there's no activating the alarm here, by the way. Submarine dock and underwater reactor. This is useful that you can get to learn that already and stuff that you can remember that. Like, okay, like, because whenever a text is blue like that, it's very important. Yeah, the Uno dock is over here. Present to see if stay out of this. Bam, bam. I kind of wish there could have been a way to download the MIDI track for this game and stuff that, because yeah, the MIDI track is of course what's in the PC version and stuff that, like the old PC version and stuff that, because yeah, there were some pretty unique things about it, of course. I forgot this was this is some material, so it's your space material here and stuff that, but yeah, you can get of course more poison there and stuff that, you know, there are some things that could be worth getting more of, you know. You can get silver glasses here, you can get headband here, but yeah, and you know, they are decent and stuff there, but yeah. And alright, and here we can get speed source. Speed source. Speed source 135 soldier. But isn't there a... I think I might have missed something here. Isn't there one in here somewhere? I mean, that would have made sense that you would have hidden something there specifically instead of course, you know. So we have one of each source right now, too. Almost. Strength, vitality, spirit, dexterity, luck. They're not a magic source here, but still. Yeah. So like an ether is 750, right, for every single ether, right? Ethers are 750. And this of course where you can buy, for example, the Truth Saber and the like the weaker stuff here. So yeah. So you can sell each source should sell for the same 250 for each source. And then for soldiers it's only 25 each. But this is probably gonna set, so I do think that they should have had some sort of secret where, okay, like, is it, or do you have 12? If you have 12, raise price for a certain amount or something like that, you know. And I do remember there being a thing back in the day, like, oh, if you collect the whole set, if you collect 12 of those, if you get enough Masamune blades, and what is it also, you can get like a custom sweeper or whatever it is, like get enough of these and you can revive Ares, so because you construct like a doll that blocks the sword or something like that, you know. 10 hot. Person Truthers is now alright. You know, military reception do it cross. Square. Triangle. Square. Or now cross, I mean. Triangle. Trying to trick you there. Oh. Cross. Right face. So you press right on the D-pad. Triangle. Triangle. Square. Circle. Circle. Left face. Right face. Triangle. Right face. Right face. Circle. Left face. Right face. And we're doing a very silly dance now. Circle. Left face. Right face. What is this dance? Circle. Left face. I've never gotten this kind of dance before. Like, what the heck are you doing there? Circle. Alright, now finish strong. And then basically you do this special. You basically hit any button there, you don't need to hit circle. I know that you can go over 200, but you don't get any sort of special reward. Like the highest you can get is still only 4 steel and stuff that, you know, but I kind of wish that you got like more awards. For example, like imagine, right, if there was something that gave you all the awards, like get high enough score and you get like, you get 4 steel, you get HP plus, you know, and, you know, but yeah. Stupid lads. And here they go with his aggression problems. It's punchy time. I also remember thinking that the guards, that wasn't part of the helmet, that was actually like a long hair. So I always thought that they were supposed to be female and stuff like that, you know. And also because the triangle booby thing there, you know. So yeah, force stealer now. We quit immediately. And that's double, of course. But there is no secret like. There's no secret like that. Oh, haha, do this and you can avoid it. No. Even if we're wearing Sinra uniforms. Right, and the music doesn't start until it actually zooms in here, I believe. In the cargo ship. Oh. Ether. All materia är ljud. Yeah, I promise we're gonna ride the airship together. Oh, you can ride my airship any day. Not that airship, Claude. I got an airship in my pants. Got an airship in my pants when you got an airship in your pants. I hope not. Something's missing. What do you mean? Something's missing. Yeah, you can get vouchers and things done there, but now we can sell the hard eggs for 750, which is the same as the ETH. So we have one grenade, of course, we can throw here and stuff that, which is gonna be huge. And yeah, we have some double growth here to do. You know, I might say, oh, just slap on the all materia here and stuff that, you know. Which is a plan, you know, of course, that's a plan. We just do that. Because I mean, it doesn't feel like it's worth it on the other two because they are so far away and stuff that, you know. But because I feel it's going to be way more useful, for example, if we happen to get lightning up here, because lightning and ice, actually the fire is the closest. Because I'm trying to think about the future here. You know, I'm trying to think about the future, you know. No, let's not worry about the setup yet until we like decide on the party members and stuff. Yeah. It's me, China food. So technically, if we would have done Fort Condor, by the way, we would have needed to spend some money, of course. But if you get that first encounter with Fort Condor, of course, that is the one that gives you magic. Hello, why? Huh? That was weird. Why couldn't I like enter the lower part there for a while? Did you see Barrett? I hope he doesn't do anything stupid. So, drunken ship, driving the ship, totally drunk. They can't take it anymore on. They just walks casually there, you know, so that, you know. Hey, wait. Sephiroth? Okay, so Barrett is level 11. Okay, so Barrett is too high. Right, and obviously 477, so he's highest, Barrett is second highest. That of course means that it's going to be Tifa with 127 there. And Harriet. Harriet is actually 413. So yeah, so okay. Sephiroth, alright, let's go. Right, so it's power braced. Wait, so she has good magic defense, of course, obviously. Magic defense, the weakest one is currently on her, so she gets the talisman. And she's gonna have the lowest physical defense, right? Tifa also has the lowest physical. But let's use to help slam the rank here with the protect vest. Obviously, so lightning here. Get the good all materia, not the other ones, because they're weaker. They're much further away, and get the restore here as well. And then Tifa, you go. Wait, how much is Tifa's magic? Tifa's magic is 28, so definitely not on her. Claude is of course pretty good there with it. So actually, damn it. Let's actually go with fire here, because fire is the one that we're very close from getting and stuff that. I feel like it's definitely going to be worth getting fire too early and stuff that, you know. So get all on her. Together with restore. Maybe all like that and all like that. And I'll give her ice. Her ice and give her poison. Heal and earth. And then revive on Claude. Steel we don't need in this fight. What's the highest magic now? Okay, so let's. She has Earth. She has ice and poison. Claude. That's the most fancy, so let's go with that. Go with carbon on her. Long range, go steel with. Should I go sense instead? Good sense here. See some steel. But tranquilize on everyone. Yeah, good. And then we're going to save. And of course, we're not allowed to like respawn, over here. Keep in mind during the highest level possible challenge. Like there will be some special rules, of course, because the highest level possible challenge is going to be called totally the opposite of this. Or you need to do as many battles as possible, and certain quote-unquote optional battles that you can take. For example, like you want to get caught early in the train section, for example, in Midgar. And then you want to make sure that you do those fight against the red guards at least once, because that's a special fight that you can get. So we go here and we get the wind slash actually here. We could also try and get Shinra Beta here if we get guards. But I'm not gonna 100% go for it here and stuff that, It's just a skill here. Because this is going to be wind slash. Boys, we can use cell. Oh. And keep in mind, of course, in highest level possible challenge, for example, that means that when you get red 13, it's basically all but red 13 all the time, pretty much, and stuff that. That also means that since Yuffie's level will always be very high as well. That may mean it will be the red 13 and time has come. And the fact that this separate doesn't know who Claude is, stuff that, makes it so that you realize that this is not a real separate, But that is because separate technically didn't know who Claude was and stuff there technically. The sounds, please. Yeah, we just first production. Earth level 25, 4,000 HP, and it has already used up a lot there, a vampire when it casts home. The Synthesizer is pretty good, and Quake. Quark, yeah. Time Dust. Yeah, we do have one grenade we can use there. No. Quark, yeah. Okay. Let's see how much fire does here. Taylor is oh shit boy, blah. Okay, that's not very nice. Okay, the quick damage is pretty decent and nothing to steal across obviously. Let's try and take that Claude here. Let's cure all the Fleur. Stones. That's way too damn scary. Yeah, because we don't have a Phoenix down, correct? Okay. Let's grenade here. Walk it! Max 2600. Jag har också sett how much work they do. Actually, let's do that, even though it's a risk to do. Paper. Nice. Nice damage. Big trash. Yeah, attack her, that's good. Healing wind, that should be a full heal actually, hopefully. Not really a full heal, but still. And I think melee attacks should be strong now with Claude and Gareth. Or with Claude Clifford, can I? Not really. technique, it is stronger than her attack almost. I forgot how much damage it is. Change back into back row, please. Fooch. Change back into back row. Ice, please. Cure. I'm out, so I'm just talking. That's good risk to do here. Because we might need to cure here, because I don't want to waste the Mega Elixir here on that. A dodge. I think that's gonna kill it. Her limit break here together with the quake. Oh, and another fire. Dead Genovers. Nice. I just wanted to be very smart with the MP there and stuff that, so that we didn't run out at a point where we needed to heal and stuff that, you know. Cross last game, that's good. And the question is, who is asking the question here? Because that is the one that receives negative points here. Is it Bar that requires an explanation? I'm getting so confused. Too much trouble. Because it's Bar asking it. I get this right here. Again, we will most likely not be using this setup here and stuff that's yeah. So that is very close now, 185 in that. Don't get an encounter on it. But yeah, so we can only fight, you know, here once and stuff that and not multiple times. Which, I mean, in the highest level possible challenge, we are going to allow, you know, to get repeated, but only once. Stuff that used to, you know, use counts as a special thing. But it won't be like, oh, from, you know, over and over until we reach a certain level, because the point of the highest possible challenge is not to use, you know, grind and stuff that, because then who grind to level 30 in the first reactor because of that, you know, and stuff that, you know. But it's just take like every single X optional encounter you can take. I mean, Claude needs to fight the soldiers, or not the soldiers, but you know. So I need to check here who it is that says it here. Oh, too bad, I like better, so I'm drunk is saying that. What do you mean cute? Because Bar is saying it. Fight X soldier. So this is giving you points with Tifa. So since we don't want Tifa, keep your mana separate. So I mean, yes, this also means that we're gonna do a lot of progress every time, you know, we get a chance to. That's what that's it. there's text on the side there also, you know, because it's basically Costa del Sol port. And they're flying away, or that one guy is flying away. So it's fun. They all slipped up. Okay. And I always wish that you would have used fought Heidegger as he is at some point in the game instead of just fighting both Heidegger and Scarlet using their whole front clad and everything and never like fighting them properly instead of that now. Okay, oops. Music glitch again. This fluffy bird is a bit, huh? Yeah, 300,000 gil. Because as long as that price gets negotiated, as long as he says that price, that's the price that determines throughout the game, basically. Firing, yes, sir. Power source and motor drive. We immediately use the quick motor drive on Tifa. Oops, actually, power should always be on the cloud. At least for now. Motor drive, of course, obviously, because motor drive is really good here. Now, selling the firing is, of course, very tempting, actually, and stuff that, so yeah, you know. Keep in mind, of course, that technically we could also get the lightning ring eventually as well as getting the mithril and stuff that, so yeah. Now we can still win stats, of course. We could sell white cape because we're probably not going to need that, or we could cancel the power source. And we can sell the grinding up here. We can also get platinum bangle, which is the double one, which is not the worst idea. But let's get nah, not that many. 15 Molotovs? I don't know, how many Molotovs do you actually need? 10? I don't remember what fight you need Molotovs in. Keep in mind that if we cannot get our hands on an explosion by a certain point in the game, then we are going to need to quote unquote use up one of our elixirs if that is the case. Yeah, let's not do that. But the name's But, you got that. You can get seal there as well. We can get softs here. Which stuff might be useful and stuff that if we don't do a certain thing. Okay, and it's just there. Yeah. Sweet things, and yeah, I see you all in the next part, which is going to be part 7. You know, see you all then. He's gonna have to wait for the timer to run out. Boy.